Hello.
Welcome to the Bars Open from New Hampshire.
Freezing New
Hampshire. Cold AF, New Hampshire.
As you wear a t-shirt.
It's chilly.
It's chilly.
What's the temperature over there say? Oh, it's still 69.
In the house, it's 69. Outside, it's 59. Last night,
the sun is nice.
It was 40.
Yeah, the sun is nice, so it's all good as far as that goes. But again, welcome to the Bars Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and
this is Beth.
This is Beth.
And we're coming to you from Greg's brother's house.
Yep. In Barnstead, New Hampshire. Go Google and figure out where the fuck that is, because you're not going to know. You've never heard of it. I had never heard of it, and I lived here my entire life.
Yes.
So it's all good. But yeah, we've got some fun shit to talk about this afternoon. It is afternoon. We're going to be posting this on Wednesday, so we're recording a day early.
Yes.
That way, because we're going to be running around a bit, doing stuff and everything. And my niece just got out of bed for the first time.
She is a Lamontagne by heart, then.
Yeah, absolutely. We've slept in quite a bit since we've been here.
Me, especially. Like, I never usually sleep past 9:30, and I've been getting up at, 10, 10:30, 11 the other day. I was like,
it's awesome.
Who the hell am I?
Cheers.
I must be on vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, you guys. Thank you for joining. You're allowed to talk, dude. It's all good. So check out the Bars Open on Facebook,
I want to
Instagram,
share a funny
all the places.
Story from the trip out here. Let's talk about the
Can we go through and tell them where they can find it first? Where else can they find the show?
Amazon, Spotify. You
don't have to sound
iTunes.
so
Well, I was excited about the story.
Okay, what's your story? You know where to find us. All the places.
All the places.
Yeah.
So it's called the Mimosa Incident is what I'm calling it. The Mimosa Incident of 2022.
We hadn't even left the airport yet.
We had been delayed.
In San Antonio.
And it was the very first drink of finding out we were delayed yet another hour. So we had gone to the airport late because...
I forgot about this.
Later than planned because we already knew we were late. But then when we got there, you were like, oh, look, another hour delay. So we decided to grab something to eat and go to a bar and...
Get some drinks.
You ordered a beer, right?
Yeah, I got a beer.
And I got a mimosa. Mm-hmm. You take a couple sips of your beer and then you're like, hey, I'm going to go... out and I'll come back through security. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So I literally you're gone 30 seconds and I go to grab, and I don't know why I went to go grab with my left hand.
You probably did you have your phone in your
Probably, but I went to go grab with my left hand and grabbed a little too high. And so I tipped the cup over.
It was like a little
brand
glass.
new, I mean, it's little, but it's a full drink. I think I had taken a sip. And in panicking, when I spilt it over, I tried to stop it. And because it was, I think the bar was granite or marble or something, and the plastic on it just whoosh and spilt my mimosa all the way to the very end, where it thus then landed in a strange woman's lap. Just covering her mimosa.
She's going the same place we were.
No, yes. She was on our flight. And I was like, oh, my Lord, lady. I didn't say lady. Oh, my Lord, ma'am. I am
speaking to
so
yourself
sorry.
oh, my Lord, lady, I fucked up.
I know. And I looked at her. I was like, I am so sorry. I said, good news is most of it spilled on the bar. Hello, asshole. Really? Is that what
you're going on vacation. You just got soaked with a sticky
Really? You're going to say good news? Most of it spilled on the bar?
You're lucky she just didn't have her personal lap open.
Oh, I know. Totally.
So it was one of those seats where you have we were at the top bar and then there's a shorter bar. And she was sitting in a lower, so it tumbled.
I think what helped is there was a couple. It was two couples. The girl that was sitting next to her, because the guys were sitting somewhere else, just started cracking up. The minute, and I was like, oh my God, she's going to murder both of us now. And she was pissed. You could tell she was pissed at first. So I was like, oh my gosh, I am
shit happens.
So sorry.
Life
and
comes at you
we're
fast.
getting her napkins and getting the bar cleaned up. And she just kind of looked at me. And then I think she finally went, oh, fuck it. And she was like, it's all right. And Greg, I text Greg, I'm like, you are never going to believe what I just did. And he's like, buy her a drink. I'm like, hell no, she got a full drink. She's fine. She's fine on the drinking part.
It's kind of one of those things you're
it's
tried.
An apology. But
an apology drink.
I didn't know her. I apologized with words.
Okay, that's fine. But that was the start to the trip.
Yeah, the second mimosa went down fine.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
First flight out, I sat next to Ken Maverick of Maverick Whiskey.
Yes.
That was kind of cool.
Yes.
We were just shooting the shit.
Well, because I had never had a
drink orders.
We were trying to figure out what I was going to drink.
Right.
Because they had shitty wine, beer, and liquor. But they didn't have gin.
No. They had Jack Daniels. They had the typical Jack Daniels.
Wild turkey.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Like excuse me, Captain Morgan and a vodka. And I was like, he's like, well, I guess you're going to get
Well, he was sitting next to me, and Beth and I were in middle rows.
middle rows.
We got in late.
front of each other, right?
How we got on the plate late, but we were there 2.5 hours early. Fucking
Because
whatever.
we're fine. We're fine. We don't have to go yet.
But nonetheless, it was kind of cool to sit next to Ken Maverick, who is Maverick Whiskey in San Antonio.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, so you're into whiskey and stuff like that, right?" And I was like, "Well, my wife does the
You
whiskey
said,
review."
babe, you should have a Jack and Diet Coke since you've
you've
never,
never had
had
one.
one.
Yeah.
And he said,
Yeah, he basically goes, "Oh, be careful with the hobbies you start."
Yes.
Because you never know. And he points at his hat, and I'm like, "What's he pointing at?" And it says Maverick Whiskey. And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And it took me like a couple seconds to get to it. And we've gone and eaten there, and
we've tried a couple of their whiskeys.
the whiskeys. We've tried flights of their whiskeys.
Right.
We've been there and done the flights, but it was one of the whiskeys that Beth wasn't a big fan of.
I wasn't a big fan of. They did have one that I liked a little better there.
Mm-hmm.
It was the white whiskey.
Whatever that one's called. I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember it either.
There's a certain name for it. But he was a super nice guy, and he invited us to go down to the tasting room.
He bought us our first drinks.
Yep.
He did
Bought you your
invite us.
first Jack and Coke.
Yep. He invited us to come down and do a podcast if we want to,
kinda
especially
cool.
during
Halloween.
October, because I guess they decorate and do all sorts of stuff at his restaurant. Or
Yeah, but super
not
nice
really
guy.
a restaurant.
And he's
It's
a podiatrist by trade. Like
know.
that's his. He's a no.
What do you call that? A distillery?
ophthalmologist.
Is it a distillery?
Yeah, he's got a distillery down there.
Yeah, so it's not really a restaurant as much as it is a distillery.
That's what he
right?
was saying. So,
yeah.
it was
Food
still
was
a
secondary, he
interesting
said, and I
flight.
was like, well, for being secondary, thought you've got the best burger I've ever had, and I'm pretty sure the steak you had was 50% butter.
Yeah,
because it just cut so easily.
one of those ones I didn't get a chance to finish.
Yeah,
It's
and
all
nor
good.
take home.
So
Just exciting coming out here to begin
yeah, it
with.
was kind of fun. It's been we've been here 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days, something like that.
5 days.
Yeah,
five.
going
We
on 5. So
got here late Thursday, so 5.5.
yeah, the weather got here.
It was cold when we got here.
Chilly. It's in the 40s at night for us, coming from 90s.
Yeah,
I think it was 90 degrees.
90 with lows of 68. In the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was quite
There.
Yes,
And then
quite the
here,
shock.
It's been, I think you said it was 43 when we got home last night.
Yeah, 43 when we
We
got
had a
home
fire.
last night. Today,
My brother got a fire going, so it was
so
good.
Thursday and Friday are supposed to be, let's see if it's
A
still
little
saying
warmer?
that. A little warmer. Low 70s Thursday and Friday, but the nights are still like in the 40s.
Right.
So it's crazy.
It's all good though.
Yep.
So we're having fun. Hope you guys are having a good time. It's been the first time we've been back and seen family in a couple years up
years.
here in New Hampshire. So
Right.
it is the drives, no matter what, are long.
You definitely drive I feel like everything in New Hampshire is a little town away from each other.
But each town
And each town is about,
25 minutes.
I was going to say like 30 to 40
Yeah.
minutes away. So
It's cool though, and it's nice to be back. It is, it is definitely fall. The leaves are changing.
beautiful.
all of
Red.
that.
The trees are red. Some of the flowers are still, like we went to Portsmouth yesterday and they have a big garden by the
Strawberry Bank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right by the waterfront. That all the flowers are still there that I'm sure will not last much longer than another week maybe. But good food, fun.
Yeah.
The wedding was a blast.
Got a lobster roll for the first time in a couple years.
Yeah.
It was only $38.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck.
But I can't wait. So
But it
I'm
was
very
good.
sad because my shrimp was delicious and the serving was as big as my head. I took half of it to go and I left it somewhere.
At a bar.
Bum,
At
bum,
another
bum.
bar.
The last bar before we left home. So I'll be getting more shrimp though.
Yeah.
I'm not sad. or
But it
scared.
is New England, so it's time. It's October in New England. So on with the
And it's really, really damp here. That's what's crazy. Like I bought caramel popcorn in Chicago and I've been munching on it and finally just threw it away today because it's so like
I feel like
soggy.
it's dry here.
See, and the food tells a different story.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's the cold.
Yeah. Going from warm to cold, warm to cold.
Yeah, but that popcorn.
We
was
sound like little
definitely-
bitches
We
complaining
are
about
little
the weather.
bitches. We're from South Texas. Hello.
Right. So
All
of
our friends that live over here that watch the show. I don't know how you do it.
or northern West Coast or
Because
anywhere
we were
else.
in this side of town.
David up in
This side of town.
Minnesota.
This side of the state. We were here for Craig's wedding, which is not quite a year ago, but very close.
That was Maryland.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Which
October
is
last year.
October of last year, which was also very cool.
Eh,
I don't think it's as damp as here, though, for some
It's
reason.
farther south, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too much warmer, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
So the wedding. So we came out here for my nephew and new nieces She's kind of my niece, our niece anyway. Yep. Becca and Christian's wedding. Beautiful, beautiful place. Was a
beautiful venue, fun venue.
Big ass hill to hike up.
Oh my gosh!
Big barn.
Got of course, we were late because in true Lamontagne style, the Lamontagne boys can't not be early.
Yeah, we were the last ones to show up.
They were holding the wedding, waiting for Chris's dad, for Greg's brother, Joe, to show up so they could start the wedding. I was like, oh, not only are we late, not only am I breathing heavy, but now everybody's going to be staring at us like, you fuckers. And here I am all crazed because I just hiked up a damn hill in heels. Yeah. So it was
pretty. I'll post. I think I've already posted a picture. You posted a picture.
I have some more too.
But he's got a great group of friends. Everybody was cool.
They were all
dancing.
fun.
I still dance like a middle-aged white guy. I'm terrible at dancing. Oh my
I think
God.
you dance almost more now like an old man than a middle-aged man. I'm kidding.
I dance like my back hurts.
It's because we're not used to cold weather. Our bodies are super stiff. Like every day we get out and I'm like, my hips. They did their own DJ, which is really cool. So they had like I guess
like one of their buddies,
Spotify, and you could put whatever, and he would find it in Spotify and play it. And
it was fun.
I danced.
Food was amazing
so much, and your niece danced with me, and we've made new friends with some friends of Paul's, Callie and Paul, and she danced with me. And I woke up the next day, and I was like, I think I broke my arch.
Your arch
of my foot
and your hip.
No, my hip not so bad. My foot has not recovered yet, but I definitely did. I don't even understand how that
happens. You snapped something in your foot?
Probably because at one point I was like, jump, jumping around like I was, 21.
It happens.
Yeah, it was
fun. Good. It was fun as shit, yeah.
Sweaty, which was hilarious.
And then you go outside.
But I wasn't cold because I was so hot from dancing.
That was all the drinks.
That probably was all the drinks, too, because it was open bar. God bless those children.
It was good.
It was good times.
They did a good job.
And we stayed pretty late. Like the wedding was at 3, and I think we finally left to head to after party at like 10:30.
Yeah.
McDonald's was closed by the time we left the house, though. It was on the way home.
That's northern New Hampshire, mid New Hampshire.
They closed at midnight. Yeah, they closed at midnight. But
San Antonio, do they
you have to. It's some do, some don't. Okay. I think it's selective, like whatever the franchise owner wants to do.
Anyway. It was fun. It was awesome.
I've eaten more Cheetos in my life than I've ever eaten because I've had it for breakfast. I've had it for snack. Crackers. Yep. No, great food for nutrition wise.
I bought a salad at the grocery store last night. I was like, I need something other than
beer.
Well, I only had 3 beers yesterday all day.
No, you didn't have any when we got home?
I had one and I left it on the counter because I was like,
I had a glass of wine when we got home.
I was done drinking beers for the first time in a long time.
I had a couple glasses of wine and 1 whiskey, but the drives home.
I'm back on it. Don't worry, guys.
The drives home, 40 minutes later, I'm like, well, should I even have any more? But we bought that bottle of wine. That wine sucked, by the way. That's why I only had 1 glass, but I'll finish it.
Yeah.
I reap what I sow.
Just make it like a second bottle. You know what I mean? Like drink the first bottle, and then that gets you to the point where you're like, get a
better first bottle?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So. Let's get on with some of the news.
Do it.
Absolutely. So one of the things after a wedding I was kind of thinking about, there's this article that I had a couple days ago. And let me find it here real quick. In true fashion, I've got to pull up all my shit because I'm not prepared. That's okay. Woman says her boyfriend pays for everything because she's an investment.
Is she really pretty?
She's pretty.
Yeah. But he's not too shabby himself.
Yeah, he looks like a weirdo, though. A woman from London has revealed how her boyfriend, get that off there, how her boyfriend pays for everything in their relationship after he described her as an investment.
Oh, he described her as an investment? Well, there you go. He called her it. She didn't call herself that.
So when we get married.
Right.
Are you still an investment or have I invested into you already? This really is a question that I wanted to pose to Christian and Becca, but we couldn't get the podcast going.
I think
at the wedding.
You are, what is it when you've worked for a company for a while? I'm vested. You're vested now.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you become vested once you marry me. What
if you have a prenup? Then you're not vested.
Prenup.
Well, you're still kind of vested. I mean, you only get a percentage.
You're vested with the possibility of investing further down the road with a prenup. But yeah, I think you're vested once you get married.
That's a good way to put it. You can hear more. So basically what she says, she said she lets her boyfriend pay 100% of their rent, bills, and holidays.
He's an idiot.
So that's where the investment part comes in. I'm like, no. So what'd she spend money on?
Right. Clothes.
So she came to the realization as a career-driven woman, a relationship with someone who could dominate and provide for her was what she needed.
Maybe he's rich. Maybe he's rich. Maybe he's rich.
I don't know.
Does it say what he does?
So he's a business owner of Canadian Ed Ray in July. I don't know, whatever that Ray Realty or something like that.
Oh, so he owns real estate.
Yeah.
And or sells it. So yeah, he makes good money.
But
I mean, if he's willing, it's not just it's okay. Two parts are stupid. Her for being considered, letting herself allowed to be considered an investment because
then you were considered property,
and
right?
you're basically saying that you'll do whatever he wants because she's an investment. Okay, so stupid on her, stupid on him because nobody should pay for everything unless it's in my opinion. Notice I said my opinion. Unless it's a joint account. You shouldn't just pay for everything, especially if I'm working. Now, if he said, I don't want you to work, then that's on him.
Hit the gym every day. I want to see you doing yoga and Pilates.
Yeah, keep wearing those leggings around the house so I can smack you on the ass and we're good. So maybe she doesn't have to work anymore.
Maybe they have some sort of agreement like that, but I don't know. I'm just saying. After going to a wedding, you and I have been together for 17 years. You are an investment.
18.
Because if you die, I get all your...
But because I'm a working woman.
Insurance.
I mean, if she doesn't work, she may not have anything to give him.
Right?
You're going to die before me anyway.
Probably.
So.
There's no right and wrong in dating. The most important thing is that your values align between you and your partner.
Nope.
So it was perfect. I don't know.
Did you see the picture of her?
She's pretty.
Oh, they're both kind of weird looking. They're Canadian.
That's, you know what? But not joking. That's kind of what I thought. But I actually thought they were like from England or something like that, right?
Oh.
I don't know. There you go. So it's one of those things that you go.
To each their own. I would not want to be considered an investment, nor would I want you spending all your money and getting to decide everything we do.
That's how I would do it. I'm like, it's my money, bitch.
Yeah, nope, totally.
Maybe. That'd be like the internal monologue.
That'd be what you say inside the house when nobody can see you. Outside the house, you'd act like a perfect gentleman.
Probably.
Baby, we're gonna do this, okay? Like she knows.
Passive aggressive, very passive aggressive. Yeah.
Like, I mean, we can do whatever you want, but we should probably do this. Yeah. I just nailed it.
You can do whatever you want, but we're gonna do what I want.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, you can have that purse.
It's better by me too. Then
next year. Do you really need that extra lipstick?
I mean, see,
I pulled it with the cheese last night. We got cheese and crackers. And I was like, do you need 4 pounds of fucking cheese?
We did a charcuterie plate for dinner. Of course we did.
A box of crackers.
And we ate every single thing that we brought home.
I had a salad.
No, don't act like you didn't eat that shit. I saw you put
a salad.
I saw you put brie on bread. Some other, some salami on a cracker.
And then they proceed to, bitch, you didnn't get the goat cheese one?
The other
it was this big for $7.
It was not. It was like this big.
Okay, so I give.
It was about this big and like this round, so it was a decent.
For $7.
It probably was half a pound of cheese.
No, it was like 4 ounces.
But it looked delicious. And back here, I was like, I can't believe I let him talk me out of that cheese. I must have been tired. But we ate every ounce of every cheese of every slice of bread.
Over, isn't there?
Only thing left over. No, nope. There's there may be salami left.
They wanted to do charcuterie.
We could see. We'll see. The plate I saw that got thrown away, nothing was on it. So
snack time. It was snack time.
Snack.
It was snack time. So tell me about the San Antonio Zoo. So we know Hurricane Ian has fucked everything up. We haven't been on in a few days.
Any kind of media anywhere.
But everybody knows there's a lot of people have died from it. So,
and this isn't surprising because we already mentioned that we had utility groups from our state. There's all over.
I think they said 42,000 utility trucks stacked up, ready,
waiting.
Yeah.
So it isn't new, but San Antonio, the San Antonio Zoo sent disaster response team to help with Hurricane
Ian.
Ian, man,
just like Ian from across the
I know,
street.
but for some reason Ian kept coming up. San Antonio Zoo said they are now one of the largest and most experienced deployment units. So this is their first rodeo. So
they go to, Texas,
Louisiana.
Texas had a lot. Louisiana.
Yeah. So crews with the San Antonio Zoo geared up and headed out to lend a helping hand in Florida as part of the zoological disaster response, rescue, and recovery in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. We want to take some time out and be able to offer some assistance. There will be other institutions from other part of the United States that'll be responding as well. So we'll basically kind of hand off the battalion. So they'll start it. And then when other people start to get there, depending upon how long they've been there, they'll either return back home or have other people help them. But it's pretty incredible because they are traveling 10 hours.
Yeah, they got to drive all the way around, around the Gulf, basically.
10 hours to Alabama. So they'll basically spend the last couple of days just trying to get ready. And then they'll get to Alabama and wait for the storm. Oh, This was the other day.
Yeah. Was this the other day?
Yeah, this is a little bit older, but I just thought it was because they said Alabama, so I'm assuming that's why.
But with the zoo stuff, so they're going to pick up all the animals and bring them back
so
to
it says that, nope.
They're just going to help them get going
Exactly.
There.
It says... let's see, what's it say? Hold on. So the Hurricane Support Unit will travel to one of the many areas destroyed by Hurricane Ian, Punta Gorda, Florida. Crew said that they plan to respond to the needs of the region's zoos, aquariums, and other facilities housing non-domestic animals. So,
okay. Zoo animals.
Yeah.
Zoo critters.
Yes. So once we get there, our goal is going to be to just start working on cleaning brush and getting the debris and stuff, getting the facility kind of opened and up. So they're not bringing anything home. They're getting there to get them back on their feet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there's always like pictures and where they'll throw them because, like the bathrooms are cinder block and they're reinforced. They'll throw all like the flamingos in the bathroom and stuff. I saw some pictures like that where they're prepping.
Yeah.
Getting everything
ready.
So,
and besides cleaning, they also will do, which is kind of incredible, fence repair and electrical welding. So they'll help get some of their electrical back online. Yeah. Which I had no idea that like the zoo...
It's a full facility.
People. Yeah, I guess.
You still have to have electricians to go out there and take care of all that stuff.
Yeah. So it just goes on to talk about how fortunate they are that the zoo gives them this opportunity. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked it. I mean, that's the one thing that I think is kind of really good. Yes. About, it's sad that these things have to happen, but I love seeing the outreach that occurs.
Yeah.
Once it's happened.
Right. So good. That's always good. So,
I want to hear about this.
Yeah. Trump sues CNN for defamation.
All right.
It's kind of an interesting one, right? How much do you think he's suing them for?
So
it's CNN.
I know. 10 million.
Oh, no.
30 million?
No.
$1 billion?
Not quite. Half that.
800 million?
That's not
500.
$475 million for defamation. So former President Donald Trump is suing CNN.
Do they even have any money anymore? Because they have horrible broadcasts that nobody watches.
If they lost this, they're done.
Okay.
Yeah. According to a lawsuit filed Monday, he's claiming that the cable news giant has harmed his reputation with false defamatory and inflammatory mischaracterizations of him.
Oh, good for him.
And that CNN's conduct is intended to interfere with his political career.
Absolutely.
In particular, Trump argues that he was entitled to hundreds of millions of dollars in punitive damages because CNN's use of the term "the big lie" to describe Trump's stated concerns about the integrity of the election process in 2020 for the 2020 presidential election. Trump's lawyers say that the big lie, in quotes, is a direct reference to the tactic employed by Adolf Hitler and appearing in Hitler's Mein Kampf.
Wait, say that part again?
The big lie was part of
putting him in that position. Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to shadow this. Now, I'm just reading the story.
I don't watch
CNN,
this is
on CBSNews.com. So if you tell a big lie enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it, Trump's lawyer stated, noting it was used by Hitler to generate hatred against Jews and justify their genocide. So that's a pretty if they're connector. They're like comparing some 16 million people died.
Right.
Right.
What they are saying is a lie.
Yeah, But
is CNN doing that? Or is that what they're saying? They use the term. Okay.
Right. So.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't
probably get tossed, but just the fact that he's suing him for that.
Right.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Because I read down it and I guess I unfortunately glossed over that little piece. But that's a pretty big fucking connector, like trying to connect.
So you're saying Trump is Trump's lawyers are trying to make the connector, or CNN tried to make the connector?
Depends on what
it could be a little bit of both.
If CNN's trying to use the same terminology and
that was used,
and that logic and the psychological logic of it.
I think it's probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
And or the Trump legal team took what they did and are now using that to their advantage to say, not only did you do it this way, but now you can be linked
to that,
to what happened,
to try to use that same
to
logic.
the Jewish community.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, excuse me. Lawsuit says CNN's campaign of dissuasion in the form of libel and slander against Trump has only escalated in recent months as CNN fears he will run for president in 2024. You're definitely seeing this come back. You're seeing
everybody trying to slander him.
They're even doing it to Ron DeSantis.
I'm surprised that this is the first time anybody's gone after them, because they say some pretty crappy shit in those newscasts
CNN's gonna end up,
and those commercials.
I saw
CNN's trying to be edgy because nobody watches them anymore.
That's it. So I saw conspiracy kind of theory logic out there that Rupert Murdoch, I think, is the one that owns Fox News.
Yes. Or does he still own it?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I don't know if this is true or not. I just heard this through
I
think I heard it was Tim Pool who was put on the tin hat kind of shit.
Okay.
Right? And saying that Fox News buys CNN.
They should buy?
That's what they're going to be going through bidding, because if Disney sells CNN or decouples them, then they're open
they won't
for
let
purchase.
Fox buy them. They won't. It's too much of a competition. Then they wouldn't have a voice.
Investors.
They wouldn't have a voice anywhere. You know what? Here's how much I care.
Start your own company. Then you can do what you want. Isn't that what they said all the time?
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to let you put this on our channel.
You want it on yours.
You create your own channel.
Yeah, it's
stupid. But I don't know. I saw that and I was like, 400 or almost $500 million.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of cash. And if they won that, I think that would come close to bankrupting.
Yeah.
Because I don't think their value is that high anymore.
Well, speaking of value.
What's the value?
So, this kind of struck me because one of the things that your brother collects things, usually Marvel.
Look around this fucking house. He's got like 80 collections of everything.
Marvel.
Shit that you wouldn't expect.
Star Trek.
He's got all these
Star Wars.
cups from GameStop that are like all the Star Wars characters. I didn't even know those existed.
He's got.
And then Julia, my niece,
collects
she's
those
got
rubber duckies.
the little rubber duckies. Every single kind.
Those are collection, but some of Joe's stuff he gets at either like antique stores or estate sales.
Like the little G.I. Joes and Star Wars.
Like the toys and stuff.
All those things, yeah.
Because it's hilarious, because I say this, he has a G.I. Joe room.
Did he show it to you?
He showed it to me. And then
it's also where he works on and repairs all that shit too.
Yeah, it used to be their art room, but now it's the G.I. Joe room.
The kids are older now. Yeah.
So Bargain Hunter scores 700-year-old medieval times document.
That's cool.
Yeah, so he went to an estate sale in Maine to listen to what he was trying to find, a KitchenAid mixer, a bookshelf, or vintage clothing, walked away with a 700-year-old treasure. Instead of the kitchen appliances, Will Settery stumbled upon a framed document hanging on a wall. It had elaborate script in Latin along with musical notes and gold flourish. A sticker said 1285 AD. Based on what he'd seen in a manuscript class at Colby College, where he went to school, the document looked downright medieval. And it was a bargain at $75. Academics confirmed the parchment was from the... Have you ever heard Bayesville? Bayesvise? Where my thumb is?
Let me see that.
Bayesville Missile?
Bouvai, I think it's Bouvai Missal. Bouvai Cathedral in France.
Oh, is that where that
it says
is?
France right next to it, yeah.
It's
Bouvai, France.
Yeah. And dated to the late 13th century, it was used about 700 years ago in a Roman Catholic worship service. Experts on the manuscript said the document, first reported by the Maine Monitor, could be worth as much as $10,000.
And how much you spend on it?
$75.
Fuck, see? Yeah. That's why you go to little stores. Well, see, like here, I remember back in the day, my dad had a barber shop right next to this antique shop, and we would go in there, and all their shit was super expensive. Like they overpriced everything.
Right.
But you go in someplace like that, and it's been
is an
hanging on the
estate
wall
sale.
for 50 years.
They've had it forever, and they don't know where they got it. So they're like, we could sell it.
Yeah.
So the parchment was part of a prayer book and priest liturgy. Let's see. It said this executive director of the Medieval Academy of America and a professor of manuscript studies at Simon University in Boston. The full missal was once owned by William Randolph Hearst. Oh, that's interesting. The newspaper publisher, before being sold in 1940s, and much to the consternation of today's academics, was divided up into individual pages. So he had the full book.
And then they broke it down.
I do know with further reading, I guess this is one of two parts of this specific ceremony. Leave that alone. You're just like messing with things. That is a squash that Joe grew in his garden.
It is, yeah.
The biggest squash I've ever seen.
I know somebody's going to question that squash.
Let's see.
That's homemade, homegrown.
So they have, so the Buvas Missal has tracked down more than 100 individual pages across the country. All told, the Missal number 309 pages in its original form. So do you think they'll give this guy $10,000? Because I wouldn't give it to them unless they were going to give me a pretty penny for it.
Yeah, depends. Or you end up donating it.
The page purchased is of particular interest to scholars. It is a treasure both because of its age and condition, which is far better than the other pages in the collection. The parchment
makes you wonder, like, what your grandparents have, like, lying around the house, or like what your dad has, like, buried in some.
Oh, so the guy says he has it's worth $10,000, but he has no intention of selling it. You go, bro. You keep that shit. He said he likes history and the beauty of the parchment and the story of how he stumbled upon it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I thought it was
story. You never know. Again, it's one of those things. It's like out here, like you were mentioning with.
I think it's a piece
Joe,
of junk, even though it might be not in the best.
A little
shape.
GI Joe guy could be $150
to purchase.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or or it could be worth it. You could get it for $20, and it could be worth $150 to somebody else. But you have something like that,
right?
It's got even like GI Joes are 40 years old. Like how old? I'm 46.
Well, this is 700 years old.
He was collecting, but even just like some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
You go, holy shit.
I wonder if the GI Joe things would still be popular 700 years from the 40 years ago.
If they last.
They still got 660 years.
Parchment, I don't know. It's got to be in the dry.
Well, this was framed probably behind a glass, so it helped preserve it.
Absolutely. You want to see something? Which one? Which story am I on now? Oh, the Lindasy Lohan. I pulled up the
making
wrong
a
one.
comeback.
Dude, wait till you see what she looks like. I was like, I found this story last night, and I was like, holy shit, she doesn't look even like the same person.
Is that the picture right there?
That's Lindasy Lohan.
It's called fillers and
Botox. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, she's definitely pretty. Grown up.
She doesn't look like she's all cracked out. That's the thing.
She hasn't been for a while.
So Lindasy Lohan is on her Netflix movie comeback. So this is where I think you're going to dig this movie.
Okay, why?
It's very hallmarky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's the other character?
I have no fucking idea.
Okay.
The star marking her screen return with November 10th holiday romance, Falling for Christmas.
Aww.
You're going to be all over that.
Probably not,
going to watch it twice.
Because I tried to watch the new one on Freevee, and I was like, I can't watch
Freevee?
It's a new, it's an app for free TV. And they have some of their own movies and
that's shows. Watching free apps. We pay. What did we go over last?
I specifically opened this one and downloaded it for this movie because it's a romantic comedy.
$130 a month for
the acting was really bad.
Apps. So she breaks down her performance techniques, which she credits to life coach and acting guru. It's called Is a Lohanaissance soon to be upon us, because she got a 3 movie deal with Netflix.
Oh right? Shit! I wonder what the other ones will be like.
Because she was in Mean Girls. She's been in all the other movies,
been in
right?
A ton of shit.
But you look at her; she's 36 years old. She actually looks like she grew up. But I know she was like partying. There's stories where she was like with all sorts of crazy people.
Probably not all of it is true. Probably 2/3.
No, I'm fairly certain it was like a lot of it. So she's been granted a second chance. Her 3-picture movie deal with Netflix officially kicks off November 10th. Like I said, she's got that one, and then she's currently overseas in UK filming another movie, which is called Irish Wish, where. Anyway, I was just surprised at how good she looks.
So her last movie was.
By the way, the sun goes down here and it gets dark in this house. So, and I don't have any other lights. That's why we look like we're sitting in a closet sometimes.
Let's see. So 2007, she was.
She hasn't been in shit in a long time. Yeah. Like she went through some shit for sure.
She was in something called Amongst the Shadows. She was one of the main characters. Never heard of it.
That's what I'm saying. So she attributes it to her life coach and her acting coach that brought her back. But she looks really good. I'm like, holy shit. Because I remember seeing pictures maybe like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Sunken in, just party girl.
Yeah.
She's still a party girl. And that would have been at 32, which 32, I definitely wasn't party boy. We'd party.
Yeah, you didn't. We drank.
But like, no. Yeah, there was no drugs involved.
Yeah, and we partied only like Thursday, Friday,
Quick
and
story.
Saturday. Actually, by that point, I think we'd slow down and only partied on Friday and Saturdays.
I hope she does well. I think
too.
it's one of those things. But yeah, I'll post the pictures out to the Instagram later on so you guys can see that too. So very cool.
This one from 2019 is called Amongst the Shadows. It's 1 hour and 36 minutes.
What's the rating?
It's not rated. A private investigator must unravel the murder of her uncle while keeping the secret that she is a descendant from a line of werewolves. Let's see what it was bad.
2.1?
2.1 out of 10.
Yeah, she was just trying to make a few bucks.
And that was 1,100 people scoring that.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeesh. Who's this chick? No, she's nobody. Okay, yeah. So this will be her first movie in a while. She'll probably get more views than 1,100 because it's on Netflix.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, good for her. You go, girl.
You go, girl. But if she's getting, fuck it, why not? You watch the Hallmark Channel, and I go and I'm like, isn't that so and so from this show and this show? And you're like, yeah, like Jewel. Jewel's got like a 20
had a
movie.
series, not 20 movies. It was like a 5 or 6 mystery.
Yeah, movies or whatever.
Hallmark mystery.
Yeah, and I'm like,
series.
Jewel?
Like she did a series, and I think they put one out like a quarter or something.
Kind of cool.
So yeah, Andy, there's a ton of people that I'm like, so you're the Hallmark Channel, but the Hallmark Channel is going through something. I don't know the whole story. Like a bunch of the actors, I don't know,
rotating in and out.
No, I don't know if it's because they offended him because it used to be like Christian, like the whole thing, or
was
what?
it?
But well, I mean, that's what somebody told me. I don't know. That's why I'm speaking tongue in cheek, but. I do know that a lot of the actors, because I've randomly, I don't know how I got this, but I started following this chick that like does a blog
about Hallmark.
Yeah. And the various things that like
that's what
happen.
I want you to do for your books that you read.
But she doesn't interview anyone. She just literally has pictures of people flashing.
A year and a half I've
has pictures of people flashing, and like I remember watched one that so and so is super happy about blah 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 as her daughter gets into. So it's like they don't interview anybody. They just talk about what's going on. I mean, I could do that for a book, no problem.
Do it.
Talk about a book. It's only going to be a 10-minute video at tops.
That's fine. She's got 300,000 books that she's read. Maybe not 300,000.
I've read
350.
I've read something like 700 and some odd days consecutively.
It's good. Her big brain over there.
Is growing and growing and
She knows every sex position or BDSM toy.
I know a lot. I know a lot of vocabulary words. I know a lot of romantic.
She's like, have you ever heard of, I don't even know, just random shit she'll pull up. And I'm like, no. She's like, how do you, I'm not Googling it because you never know what the hell is going to come up with that, right? Jesus. Tell me about Cat Hero.
Okay. So we all know, to what extreme would you go to save an animal? Let's say a cat in the middle of the road.
Oh yeah, I'd go pretty.
Like how extreme?
Park my car in the middle of the road and get out and get it.
Okay. Would you go beyond that?
Like what? I don't know what beyond that means.
Would you kill
a cat?
To save that cat?
Like would I kill a person?
Yes.
If I saw somebody beating the shit out of a cat, I definitely wing them.
So what about you guys? Yeah, I think I would probably punch them and not hit them with my car.
I might hit him with a car.
But again, I've always said I'll hit a person over a dog.
How crazy they're acting to this animal.
So
like, it's attached to their leg. Like they were just walking down the street and like a feral cat just ran up. And
no,
was,
so let me tell you the story.
Face off.
A California woman has been charged with killing a man by ramming her car into him after accusing him of trying to run over a cat in the street. So, according to her, it looked like the guy was trying to run over a cat. Hannah Starr Esser, 20, was charged with murder in the death of Victor Anthony Lewis, 43, and detained on $1 million bail. The Orange County prosecutor.
Recording it.
Oh no! Esser was driving in the community of Cypress on Sunday night when she confronted Lewis and accused him of trying to run over a cat. Authorities said she and Lewis both got out of their vehicles.
It wasn't actively happening.
I don't know.
So I think that's difference in this story. It wasn't. She killed him after
he saw this.
Go ahead.
So she said she and Lewis both got out of their cars and got into an argument that Esser recorded, authorities said. So she did start recording. Esser then returned to her car, probably why she should not have recorded, turned around and drove toward Lewis and hit him. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that.
The action showed a complete disregard for human life, District Attorney Todd Splitzer said.
Fucked.
I mean, she was doing it for animal rights.
She's definitely not a cat hero.
No, she is.
No.
She did this for...
No, she's a murderer.
She did this for the love of animals. Lewis, a father of 5 daughters, was expecting his first grandchild this fall. He was killed in front of his apartment building and died in his only brother's arms, said a statement issued on behalf of his family Wednesday. Yeah, but you don't know if that really happened because that was the statement from his family. The senseless act of violence has robbed the world of a bright light who will never be forgotten. I mean, did he...
He could have been an asshole.
He could have totally been an asshole and was purposely trying to hit this cat because he's tired of stray cats.
That's after the fact. If she goes and they get in an argument and then you run somebody over, that's murder.
No, they're saying it's murder.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm pretty sure even if he had, nothing would have kept her, any action toward this cat from either of their part wouldn't have kept her from being accused of murder if she hit him with a car. But I was like, wow, she must really like cats. I mean, really.
She was just like, this guy's always running cats over.
Yeah, or this guy is just always, because it's an apartment complex, community, it says, but she said it was hit in front of his apartment. So I'm assuming it's probably an apartment complex. And she's like, leave the cats alone. Yeah.
She's Catwoman. Maybe.
Somebody said she must be related to John Wick because John Wick killed people for his dog.
At least that was his dog. And they also burned his house down, and he was an assassin.
And then somebody said, pet lovers are a special kind of lunatic. I mean, we kind of are. I don't know that I would...
yeah, lunatic.
I don't think I would...
Crazy person?
...regress to killing
I don't mean
somebody.
That, I just mean that.
I think I would go out of my way for animals.
I would absolutely fuck somebody up if they fucked with my dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I might even murder you.
Like, if you intentionally hurt my dogs?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to break your nose.
It's one thing if my dog gets out... And
no, even then.
I mean, you just can't do anything about it.
If you didn't slow down when you saw my dog in the road, oh, you're on my list, bitch, and I'm coming after you. Come on, get that license plate.
I've got video cameras, so I'll have the license plates.
You know, our dogs, knock on wood, never get out.
Shh.
That's why I said knock on wood.
I don't know if I'd call her a cat hero.
Oh, she was a hero for this cat.
She might be a crazy cat lady.
Listen, no, that's probably also good, but where are we going next?
Sleep trackers. Beth's got all the good stories today.
So we all, not we all know. So I am a huge
sleep tracker person. And then she gets anxiety from her sleep tracker.
No, I don't get anxiety. I'm not that crazy. So I use one that's called Sleep Cycle.
She's like, God damn it, I didn't sleep well last night, according to my
app. True. It knows what it's doing. Anyway, so I use one called Sleep Cycle.
Meanwhile, I'm over there going, I didn't sleep well, according to you.
You always sleep well. That's why I don't sleep well. Anyways, okay. So Sleep Cycle is what I use now. It's about $15 a year, I think, if memory serves correctly. It might go up now. Inflation is hit.
Probably like 75.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I need this phone still. Amazon.
Yep.
Has a new device coming out called Halo Rise. It's a Halo Rise bedside device tracker sleep with radar sensor, low power radio signals. So Amazon unveiled a new bedside sleeping tracker device called Halo Rise, expanding its lineup of consumer health devices beyond wristbands for the first time, announcing the company that this fall Echo and Alexa product event. It's the latest example.
You want more shit tracking you?
I mean, does it matter? I've got so much shit tracking me now. Does one more make a difference?
I don't know, but now it knows like your heart rhythm and like your brain waves and all that shit.
So listen to what it does. Halo Rise uses a radar sensor and low power radio signal to detect the small movements and patterns.
I don't want that in my house.
Including the subtle rise. It only does the person that's next to you. Including the subtle rise and fall of a blanket as a person breathes. That indicates different stages of sleep, providing a sleep score and detailed hypnogram charting each night's sleep in the Halo smartphone app.
You can sleep up in one of the bedrooms with that.
No, babe,
we're not getting that in our bedroom.
I already do this in our bedroom with my other app. It has us both on there.
It technically monitor like your movements because that's theoretically monitoring your movement.
They use it. They do that. This uses these
radar and sonar.
This does too because it uses the sound. No, my phone app does because it listens to sounds of movement. Oh, I just saw the dog run by sprinting, hauling ass. It is $140 and. I want it for Christmas.
No, I'm not getting it for you.
Okay,
I'll get it and I'll hit it with a baseball bat. Just take one more of those things.
But here's what I like about it. So this is it. It has Amazon offers a series of private assurances for Halo Rise. Okay. One, it doesn't use camera or microphones, which mine does now. So it doesn't capture images or sound. It tracks one person, not anyone sleeping on the other side of the bed.
Bullshit.
It can be put into standby mode manually to turn off its sensors.
Bullshit.
When the device sends encrypted data to the cloud for processing, Amazon says it is done anonymously without personally identifiable information.
Bullshit.
I still want it.
It's all bullshit. They are not collecting all this data for nothing.
It includes a smart alarm that is designed to go off at an optimal time for waking up between a specific window depending on a person's sleep pattern. So if I need to be up by 8:30, sometime between 8 and 8:30, it's going to determine best my REM and when to best start waking me up. And then it has a sensor that detects room temperature, humidity, and light levels, helping people understand how environment conditions impact their sleep. It can be used in conjunction with Amazon and Echo, but that's not it. There was a
I don't know about that, man.
So, but it also has a
so
feature where as it wakes you up, it starts dim like a sunrise and gets brighter and brighter.
Don't put that in the bedroom.
Oh, you would sleep through it. You sleep through the bathroom light.
So, question for you: Why were people able to sleep, say, from like the beginning of time?
Yeah, they didn't know if they knew they were sleeping, but they didn't know if they were sleeping well.
Like
there's
6 years ago.
There's a difference between sleeping and sleep quality. There's a difference. Like there are nights.
Turn off all the lights, turn off all the sounds,
that's not it.
And go to sleep.
There's more stress plays a role in it. Exercise plays a role in it.
You don't think all that shit
Nutrition plays a role in it. So
additional levels of stress because you're worried about what my app's going to think?
No, I don't because I'm used to it now.
So you've been programmed. I sound like my fucking brother.
You do. I've been programmed not to care. Well, all I look at is how many hours of sleep did I get. And I'm like, I should probably get more tomorrow night. That's literally what I say. No, I do sometimes. If my book isn't good.
I don't know. I'm not into those fucking things. I'm just not.
I am. I like it.
I had the monitors on my hands, and I'm like, I'm not doing that shit anymore. My phone knows enough about me.
I get that. So
I read this article. Go ahead.
So here's the thing. They already got information on you.
No, I know.
What's one more piece of technology?
You don't need to have my biometrics on top of that every minute.
They have mine on my Apple Watch. They probably have yours.
Do I have a?
They probably have yours from when you're like working out because I
don't have a monitor.
Your heart app shows.
I don't have a heart map.
All right.
I took all that shit off. I've decoupled myself. But I saw one where the
don't run from the future. Embrace it.
Fuck that. Where the Amazon Alexa.
Yeah. Oh, here we go with the Alexa.
No. Because it records. Yeah. Anytime, like I say, turn off the lights, it records that audio track.
What's that? Oh, an egg.
It records. It's a potato. It records that audio track, right?
Right.
So this girl thought her boyfriend was cheating, and you can go online. You can go like.
So she spied on him.
No.
Oh.
You can go to the Amazon app and you can listen to every single recording.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Obsessive
other
people.
Girl turned on her Amazon app at the house
to catch her boyfriend.
Nope, it was on like I have another girlfriend,
right?
Like not my wife,
right?
She turned on and said, "Hey, play this music," right? And it played it, but it wasn't her voice saying, "Turn on this app" or "Turn Amazon play this."
So what I'm saying is the
Amazon
product
Yeah.
was in the couple's house. And a woman was there
his
that
girlfriend
said,
came over.
played this music, and it wasn't her voice.
Yeah, and then she went out and was like, "There's something like I wonder if it captured anything."
Right.
And I didn't even know it. I didn't know it.
Yeah, it records everything.
all your voices.
And you can tell it to delete that file.
Well, he didn't know to delete it.
Well, because he's
And then he was like, "Turn it down or turn it up to 8 or whatever." And then
the volume.
So she broke up with him.
At least she only broke up with him.
I didn't even know that.
I expected you to say like she then proceeded to stab him or something.
And it captured that, and she's in jail.
I mean, yeah, it captures everything, but everything already captures everything.
I'm not doing fucking sleep trackers.
I am.
No,
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss.
No.
Remember?
No, I'm not. I'm no longer. You're vested now.
Oh,
you're
fuck.
no longer.
I thought she was still an investment.
No, I'm triple vested
You're just
at this point.
Vested. You're not triple
I'm
vested.
triple. We've been together 15 years, 18
Is
years.
it every 5 years you get another vestment?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. And then I get even
What?
more
What?
freedom
You get
of
more-
your money.
Oh, I didn't realize that's how that worked. Fuck. I didn't know. All right, let's jump into real quick. You can go out, check out Minor League Studios, the page out there, minorleaguestudios.com. You can check out. We've got a bunch of new shirts. We still have to go through the guys' shirts. I've got the initial drawings on them. We need to change up some of the colors and stuff.
Right.
They're pretty dope. We'll have one out for Halloween pretty quick here. That one's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
We'll have that one posted out. But Bill Schofield, Nooner Nation, did all of our shit for us. We've got some cool shirts already out there with the Whiskey Kitties.
Davey helped with the website too, right?
Davey built the website. I think Davey built this. And congratulations, Davey.
What?
He got a job.
Yay!
He's moving to Knoxville, Tennessee, I think.
Oh, that's
from
awesome.
Austin. So he is. Yeah, reach out to Davey.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, Davey Jacobson.
That's my feel good
So,
right there.
yeah,
I
there you
just
go.
saw that it was your feel good, but I just made
That
it
wasn't
mine.
my feel good.
It gave me goosebumps.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He's been busting his ass trying
He
to
has.
find a job.
I'm glad.
So,
I'm
yeah.
glad for him. Everything
Knoxville's a
happens
good
for a
place.
reason.
Yep.
It's probably going to be a phenomenal job with some great experience.
Absolutely. So you can still go out and get the Castro File shirts out on the Modern Mountaineer page as well. Not Castro Files. I'm
I was
sorry.
like-
the Bar is Open shirts. I saw
Yes.
Castro Files. Sorry. The Bar is Open shirts.
Discounted
I think we
at this
should
point.
do a Castro File shirt.
Well, I thought we were going to do AKs.
We've got that one. Yeah, I just got to do it all.
We'll figure it out.
We're supposed to be on vacation thinking about these things, and we fucked up. That's okay.
No. Vacation is away from all work. Like that, you got me to even do a podcast while I'm on vacation is a
good
miracle in
idea.
itself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. So
cheers. Thank you guys for going out. Check them out. Also, you can go out Sheath Underwear. You can get some Sheath Underwear, 20% off. You just use the discount code. The Bar is Open. It's super comfortable underwear. Check them out. And then let's jump into a couple more stories.
okay.
I want to hear about this adult Happy Meal.
So I specifically selected this story because your brother will get Happy Meals to get
The toys.
cool toys that he wants.
Yeah.
So like not just like here's how the conversation
come with
came
like
up.
a-
He's got 2 Hello Kitty things. They're not toys, but I guess they are toys.
Little bobblehead kind of things.
No, they're not bobblehead, but remember the one that you push down and like her little
pops up.
her
Yeah,
bunny
yeah.
friend pops up. He's got 2 Hello Kitties. I'm like, where did you get those? He's like, oh, Happy Meals. And I was like, hey, say what? So he does get Happy Meals sometimes if he likes the toys.
Okay.
So apparently he is not alone in this phenomenon.
I think a lot of people collect those things.
McDonald's introduces limited time adult Happy Meal inside cactus plant flea market box.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a
cactus plant.
It's
flea
a
market box.
it's a special box.
Okay.
So you can relive your childhood with a Happy Meal designed just for adults at McDonald's. The new limited edition cactus plant flea market boxes, it's still their regular box, will be
Okay.
available with a choice of Big Mac or 10-piece nugget meal. So I do like that they're making it not a cheeseburger and some slices of apples.
It's a bigger. Yeah.
So Big Mac or 10-piece nugget meal, a medium fry and drink, which is pretty good. One of 4 collectible figurines will also be available. Grimace, Hamburglar, Birdie, and Cactus Buddy.
I like the hamburger. I like Grimace.
I like
too.
Grimace too.
Yeah.
I like the
I don't care about the other ones.
I like the hamburger. I like Grimace. I like the only one I don't not crazy about is Birdie.
Yeah.
Birdie looks kind of demented.
What's with the eyes?
That's what the Birdie looks
Are
demented.
they all supposed to be doubled?
I don't know if that's just the picture. I doubt they're supposed to be doubled. Let's see. We're taking one of the most nostalgic McDonald's experiences and literally repackaging repackaging it in a new way that's hyper relevant for our adult fans.
I don't understand why they haven't had adult Happy Meals, but then again, I don't think we really should have adult Happy Meals because McDonald's is kind of bad for you anyway.
I love McDonald's. I don't care if it's bad
But I'll be buying.
I don't eat it very
evidently because whenever I eat it, I only get a Big Mac
and a cheeseburger
and
a medium fried, medium Coke.
So that's basically a fucking.
I'm the one that does the larger one because I went the huge Diet Coke. Because their Diet Cokes are so delicious.
Yeah, there's four classifications of Cokes. I think we've all seen this. It's like you got McDonald's Diet Coke. You've got like the original Diet, like original Coke, whatever. The bottle of Coke and then a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Anything else
is shit.
Shit.
Okay. So the Cactus Plant Flea Market boxes will be available at participating McDonald's starting at 11 a.m. on October 3rd.
It's already started.
Yesterday. Boxes will be available through October 30th or until supplies run out. Customers who purchase the Cactus Plant Flea Market box on McDonald's app will automatically be entered for a chance to win exclusive merch for free every week. So they're doing this twofold.
Okay.
They're pushing their app, which we already use.
I don't use their app.
I do when I go get us McDonald's. If I'm going to pick it up, I use the app. I sit in a corner and I sit in a parking spot and they bring it to me. It's basically curbside through my phone. You can also do it through the drive-through.
All right,
and
I'm going to be judgmental.
You just give them the number from your order, and then they start making the feed for you.
If you're even more lazy than going through the drive-through for McDonald's,
you judging me, bitch?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I'm going to be judgmental.
I don't care.
Like,
it's not lazy; it's efficiency. I can do something else while I'm sitting in my car. Read.
That's super fucking efficient. I'm like, she could have written about 70 books by the time. See, maybe you need to switch it over.
I think I'm just going to switch you over.
You're vested. We're vested.
To off.
We're vested.
No. To off. I'm just going to switch you off.
I think that's called murder.
And leave you in the corner for a bit. I'll be like,
nobody puts baby in the corner.
I'll come back for you. I'll be back for you.
Baby in the corner.
So yeah. So that one was, and I don't know if Joel heard so I'll have to specifically have a conversation with him.
So you feel good.
There's Davey. That's exciting for me because I know he's been busting his ass.
Visit family. We all need to have a feel good every once in a while or every day. You can find something to talk about that's a feel good or something to think about, hopefully. And mine is being here with family, spending a lot of time with Joe.
Yeah.
It's been a long time seeing my niece, seeing my nephew.
Yeah. I'm sure he's quite glad to get a reprieve from us for a couple nights.
Yeah,
though.
Probably.
Because we're going to stay with your cousin for a couple nights before we come back.
Bed, by the way. But so quick entertainment stuff. We watched a movie called Little Monsters last night, which came out like a few years ago, which I hadn't seen, and it's an Australian-based zombie movie. Go check it out. It was hilarious.
It's not scary.
It's not scary.
It's like Shaun of the Dead kind of.
Yeah.
So
like there's swear words, but you like.
Oh, there's a lot of swear words.
Some of our friends that have like 13-year-olds or something like that, they'd be able to watch that.
I think so.
Just some swear words, but it's not super grotesque. I mean, it's just kind of.
I didn't think it was gross at all. A couple times there was some like peel the face off,
but it's not like
bad.
It's not like Jason or Halloween or something like that.
Or Walking Dead or anything like that.
It was really good though, so it was cute. And then we watched the movie Nope. And I don't think I was a big fan of it.
I didn't hate it. I'm glad I didn't go out of my way to see it at a movie theater,
That's
but I'm glad I got to see it.
Yeah.
Here's the biggest miracle of all. Both nights, both movies, Greg watched pretty much the whole thing.
I only fell asleep a couple times.
Yes, which in and of itself is entertaining.
It got kind of slow, and they would pick up, and Nope just doesn't make a lot of sense.
There was some, like, even last night before I went to bed, I was like, hey, so I was thinking about that movie and blah, 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 blah.
We don't want to give anything away.
Where does that tie into anything?
I don't understand it.
I don't know. We should probably have this conversation with Joe.
Go watch it. Yeah, maybe my brother knows. I don't know. So, real quick, Nuke's Top 5, new YouTube channel that I've been, like, completely binging.
It's not new.
It's been around for years.
Yes.
New to me, new to share to you guys. Halloween is coming up. Lots of ghost stuff on it. Lots of really, really creepy shit.
Yeah.
And
I need to start watching it. They're not long, right?
They're like 5-minute, not even like, it's like top 5. And the video will be like 16 minutes and it'll have 5 different things.
Okay.
Or whatever. Check it out. Nuke's Top 5.
I need to find it.
It's really interesting. And then lastly, R.I.P. to Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn.
Who died at 90
Such an
years
icon.
old. Yeah, so I don't know shit that she did.
I
know, but I just can't remember.
Yeah, exactly. She was more like our parents type of.
Well, she's 90 years old.
Yeah, so I think she was also in some movies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So anyway, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Lastly, today in history, 2006, WikiLeaks is launched, created by internet activist Julian Assange, which has changed a lot of fucking lives.
Yeah.
It's fucked up a lot of people, or depending on which side you're on.
So it fucked up a lot of people because they were hiding shit.
Yeah.
Again, depending upon which side of the line you file on.
Yeah, but think about that. That was 2006. That was,
he gave information that people wanted to not get out to public. 18, so,
16, 16 years ago, whatever.
He gave information people did not want to get out into public for various reasons. So, knowledge is power, right?
The way I look at it, but it's also treason sometimes too. So, go hit the like and subscribe button. Do all that stuff. Go out to Spotify, give us a 5-star review if you don't mind. Do all those things. We appreciate you. We will be back next week.
On Wednesday?
On Wednesday.
Right.
I don't know if we get back Saturday evening. We probably won't have a Castro Files,
probably
but we just dropped one on Sunday. So there was Castro Files from this past Sunday.
It was a really good one.
The Farm from Hell, which was creepy as shit. And David, thank you for posting that for us, or kind of resharing that.
Yep.
We appreciate it. And that's it for the week. We will catch you next time. Cheers.
Bye,
from
guys.
New Hampshire.
Have a great week.
Love you guys. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Catch you next time. See ya.